Where's the other button? Go here. Go there. To open. Press this button. There.
60. 59.
Knew I'd
This
find
is a
it.
countdown
57,
to the Slade and Mason
56,
show. 55.
Talking about my
This
damn it.
continues to be a countdown to the Slade and Mason show.
I got homemade bread.
49. 48. You're listening to the countdown to the Slade and Mason show. 45. 44. 43. This is the continued countdown 41, to the Slade and Mason 40, show. 39. 38. Right now, you're listening 36, to the countdown 35, to the Slade and Mason show. 33. Please stand 32, by as you are listening to the countdown 30, to the Slade and Mason show. 28. 27. This 26, of course, the 25, countdown to the Slade and Mason show. 23. 22. We continue 21 now with the countdown 20, to the Slade 19, and Mason show. 18. 17. Stand by 16, as we are 15, now delivering the countdown 14, to the Slade 13, and Mason show. 12. 11. Yes. 10. This is our countdown 9 to the Slade 8, and Mason 7, show. 6. 5. Ready? 4. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Now broadcasting from the Dan Mayson Studios, deep in the heart of Virginia, it's the Slade and Mayson Show.
Now we're both eating. We'll see something else. I win.
Hi, I'm J.D. Slade.
I'm Dan Mayson.
And this is the Slade and Mason Show.
And I was eating crackers, man.
Oh, we won't go there.
Come on, man. We just started. And happy holidays to you, Mr. Mason.
Oh, my gosh. I'm choking here. Hold up.
All right, well, while you choke, of course, we welcome you to the Slade and Mason Show.
Oh, my gosh. Good morning, Mr. Slade.
Good morning, Mr. Mason. And like I said, we're only 2 minutes in.
Oh, man. All right. Let me do my disclaimer. Hold on.
I won't interrupt you because I'm going to eat another cracker while you're doing this.
Oh, God. The Slade and Mason Show is all about you and us. It's like a radio program. Well, it's not really like a radio program. But we do share, no, only better. But we do share with you news, stories, and things that we see throughout the week. It's our take on it. We're just basically saying the things that you're traveling through your brain cells, but you'd never hear on the radio because, quite frankly, you'd never hear that radio station again. We're just having fun. Don't take it too seriously. Just enjoy. All the music is brought to you by Dano Music. Shouldn't eat and do radio at the same time. Please go to our Instagram page, thesladeandmasonshow.com, and take a look at that picture from 2016. You'll love it. Make sure you tell your...
Remember to go to olfw.com for the Slade and merchandise.
That's right.
Slade and Mason merchandise page, yeah.
Mason.
There we go.
OLFW stands for Online Funny Wit. olfw.com. And as always, we are brought to you by Icy Something Icy. We'll talk about that a little bit later. And remember, don't forget to tell your friends, neighbors, cops, people on the street.
iTunes.
Hey, you know what you guys could do? You could print out the Slade and Mason Show logo from the website. And then what you could do is, when you're walking into stores and you have those, free car ads, they get it's a box. It's a whole big box, and it's got thousands and thousands of these little books, and you get flipping through, and you get them for free. What I want you to do is take those printouts that you've done and slip sheet them into all those little free magazines, and then put them back into the free takers, okay? All right, that's how we're going to get the word out about the Slade and Mason Show. There you go.
Okay. So how are you, Mr. Mason?
I'm doing fine. We'll have dozens of listeners. Okay.
Well, I was thinking.
It happens.
I was thinking.
It happens.
What we ought to do is we ought to try and entice people to at least listen with the thought of getting something free. Now, here was my first thought. Are you ready?
Uh-oh. Go ahead.
My first thought, you're eating bread.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we'll talk about that in a minute. But okay, my first thought was that, well, I would, I do a promo for the show on my Facebook page every week. And I thought, well, maybe I'll do something like this. Hey, okay, listen, ladies and gentlemen, I know you're watching the promo. So here's an opportunity for you to get a free gift from the Slade and Mayson Show. A free gift. All you have to do is blah, 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 blah. And then when they join us, here's the free gift.
Mm-hmm.
An hour of funny.
They get that. They get that. They get that anyway. Don't they get that anyway? Where? It's auto included.
But it's a free gift.
Yeah.
It's not a lie. It's not bait and switch.
No.
It is a free gift. We are giving you the gift of funny for free. Then I thought, yeah, but it's like, I'll tell you what, there are those people who are just so litigious that they would find a way to sue us for that one. So I thought, well, I should talk to Dan. Do we have any more of the Slade and Mayson cups around?
Nope.
Oops.
Nope.
Well,
no. We'd have to order those.
Then I guess we'll have to buy one so we can give one away.
Yeah. Who are we going to give it to and why? Why are we giving this away to someone? We need someone who will get us 50 new listeners.
We just want people to listen for their chance to win it.
We need someone
people like to win.
Tell you what, if we get someone who can verify somehow, some way, somewhat that they got 50 new listeners, I'll get them a Slade Mayson Show mug. I'll get them a Brimley's mug.
I don't even have a Brimley's mug, ladies and gentlemen.
No.
I got the original prototype of the Slade and Mayson Show, which is a very, very, very limited edition mug. Mm-hmm. And okay, now before I get on my rant for the week, what in the world are you eating? I know. Before you tell me what you're eating, I'm going to tell you what I'm eating. There's a product on the shelf, and the product is actually called Munchies.
It's called Elf on a Shelf.
No, it's Munchies, and that's exactly what they are. They are, if you are in that state of mind, they make perfect Munchies. You, on the other hand, Mr. Betty Crocker, probably have baked some delicious brand of bread that, again, that you are constantly chowing on right now.
So this is this was rye bread with caraway seeds and a hint of orange peel in the background. I didn't make it. My daughter made it.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty good. It's actually very, very good. But yeah. So I don't know what the recipe was. I'm just eating it, and of course there's.
I'm having my caramel macchiato. Thank you.
No, this is my homemade coffee.
Let me tell you about Dan's daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Dan, for those of you who have listened to this show, all two of you, you know that Dan really does know his way around the kitchen. So I'm not surprised that Helen picked up a little bit of the Mayson genius because, like I say, I'm sorry. My mom said, if you can't say nothing nice about somebody, don't say anything at all. So I won't say anything about it. Hey, are you going to get another song to get us dinged on?
Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. I already got it queued up and everything, baby. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Coming after beauty. Just fine. Okay.
All right. I'm ready.
All right. Anyway, let's go. Do you have a rant?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hey, Dan.
You in the plaid shirt. Yeah.
You guys at the job that you
Why is
work
it going to be you guys? What about you guys?
All right. You people.
Oh, God.
Y'all folks.
y'all folks is
Y'all folks. All right. Yeah. You guys had a Christmas party at the company that you work for.
Mm-hmm.
Please give a brief description as to what kind of party that you could not attend.
I could not attend, but
what kind of party your company set up?
Well, the party was completely paid for. It was held in D.C. on a boat, so it was actually offshore. Now, obviously, a trip up to D.C. is kind of a bit of a chore, so they chartered a bus, 2 buses, said 3 buses, that then took the employees safely up to the boat, where they enjoyed happy hour for about the first hour and a half before the boat took off, and they had gourmet food served. There was dance, there was DJs, they had lots of great food and drink, and then afterwards, everybody was safely carted off the boat, back on shore, back into the buses, back home. All expenses paid, and on top of everything else, for those who like to imbibe, it was an open bar the entire time.
Now, tell people about the emptying of a certain container of booze.
So apparently, there was a beverage. I heard, I wasn't there, so I'm hearing all these kind of stories after the fact. But during that 1 hour, we're at dry dock. Most people were not dry during that docking period. There was a fellow who, this is interesting, he manufactured a well-known whiskey and died from gangrene because he could not access the recipe. This is a little-known fact. He could not access the recipe because he put it in a safe and forgot the combination, so he kicked the safe with his foot and bashed his big toe and infected it and died as a result of it because it got gangrene.
Is that the story of the late Jim Beam?
No. It's not Jim. It's Jack.
Oh, Daniels. Yes.
Yeah, so apparently the entire repertoire of Jack was consumed before they made their way off into the oceans. So,
I don't like Jack. I don't like Jack going down, and it's even worse coming back. It really is. I mean, that is the... And I know there are people who are going to swear by Jack, but I tell you what, I swear at Jack.
Yeah. No, I really cannot do that heavy duty stuff anymore.
No. Like I say, I was a rum and Coke guy. I love daiquiris. I love vodka. I think that, and I used to drink vodka straight, man. It's like, again, putting anything in vodka is just a waste of a good vodka. But anyway, that was when I was in my heathen days.
And back when you was a youth.
Now, what that sounds like to me, it sounds to me like your company showed great appreciation for their employees.
I would guess they probably, we had 200 to 300 attending at the time. My guesstimation, it was probably about $300, $400 a head.
20 grand worth of party, maybe.
I don't know. Let me take a look here. I can't use. So got 300 times. Probably close to 90 grand is my guesstimation.
All right, now, and your company it's a very huge company.
Oh,
so
it's humongo.
Okay, so now let me tell you about our Christmas party.
Should I get some Christmas music in the background? I'll be home for Christmas. Anyway.
Yep, that's exactly what should have been playing at this party. But anyway,
Carmine's greatest hits. Okay.
The party was held at a local Mexican restaurant.
Establish Orient.
And the food was free.
Free food.
Yeah. and you had a 2-drink
Minimum. Minimum?
maximum.
Oh. Whoops, my bad.
Anything else you came out of your own pocket for.
Okay.
And I unfortunately.
Did you have a good time there?
How
long did you stay?
No, I had a doctor's appointment that day. I could not go.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry that I missed it because, it just sounded like good time was had by all. However.
Yeah.
All right. So I had sent my RSVPs a couple of weeks ago because I knew that the doctor's appointment was going to be on that day. And the sales manager even offered to move the party, because it's like it ain't a party until it's a JD party.
No, that was awfully nice of them. How'd that work out?
Well, and I said, no, it's like, listen, I don't want to inconvenience anyone. So you guys have your party and I'll be there in spirit.
Oh.
So I had my doctor's appointment, but before I went to the doctor's appointment, I left the station like early, and I decided I would go and get me a few vittles, at the local
food establishment place.
Yeah,
yeah.
The lion of food stores.
Chow Kitty.
So yeah, there we go. So I'm walking around and I'm picking up these things, and I'm kind of festive because I really do like Christmas. Again, I just don't like people. Doggone, people just ruin Christmas. Anyway, I'm walking around and I'm looking at stuff, and I go to pick up some processed cheese and da-da-da-da-da. And who do I run into but the sales manager?
Oops.
The party starts in about an hour. So I run into the sales manager, and she's there because she's got to get something last minute for the party.
Yeah.
So I'm still good. And she walks up to me, and she's got a bill in her hand, and she gives me the bill. And she says, again, I was going to get a card, but I see you right here. So here you go. And she gave me a monetary gift.
Oh, well, that was nice.
I was very, very appreciative of it because, like I say, she didn't have to do anything.
True.
So now I did not go to the party. So I am,
come on.
I go home, and, the revelers are still at the party. So, I could have gone and made a token appearance, but then I thought, no, because then they'll just think I'm there just for the food.
Which would be accurate.
Wrong.
But
yeah, no, that would be very, it's like, Mexican food is not.
Okay.
All right. So
what's your, I'm waiting for this rant. We've been going on for 18 minutes. Come on.
It's coming, baby. All right. Yeah. So I get this monetary gift from the sales manager.
Yes.
So the next day, which was yesterday, I come into the station because I have to work on the air, and there's this big colorful bag. I look at it, and I don't see any names on it. And so, you don't want to assume.
Nope.
You go reaching in there and think that all of a sudden, there you're guilty of a criminal offense of some sort.
That's right.
So, but I have to figure it out because I have to move it because it's really right there in the way. So I open it up, and it's like, and there's a bag inside a bag, and it's got a little tissue paper in it. And inside the little tissue paper is a Sheetz gift card.
Oh, it wasn't car parts?
No.
That's something you could really use.
That delivery's tomorrow. Just in time for Christmas. And
is it going to be a transmission or more of a muffler?
Oh, no, it's going to be like a whole engine. All right, so I get this. So there, and then under this are these 2 homemade cakes.
Uh-oh.
Well, I know that one of them is going to be for Boogie because I'm like the the signal, like the bat signal for Boogie. Nobody knows how to get a hold of him.
Commissioner Gordon. Oh, I know how to get a hold of him.
Yeah, I do too. But anyway, and there's these two cakes. Well, okay, I know what kind of cakes they are because in the past she has made these cakes. She makes them every year.
Do they have car parts in them?
Sorta. Sorta.
Nice.
All right, are you ready?
Go ahead.
Because if you were to eat these entire cakes, you probably would fail a drug test.
Oh, lemon poppy seeds. Love lemon poppy seeds.
There we are, lemon poppy seed cake.
Oh man, I could just, and I could eat an entire one all by myself.
Yeah,
with a gallon of milk,
and
then throw up somewhere.
And she can bake.
Oh,
so it is a delicious lemon poppy seed cake.
Is she the future Mrs. Slade?
I'm not going to cast any aspersions, but it's like, I'll tell you what, if in the next 30 days, the company decides, okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're now going to test your analysis.
You will fail.
Nobody's going to pass.
Oh my gosh, that's great. That's great. So, yeah, food is wonderful. Yeah, you know, it's interesting. We keep talking about food all the time in this program. But anyway, what is the weirdest cookie you've ever had? You in the plaid shirt.
Okay, there's a couple. One is those dry Danish cookies that come in the tin.
Okay.
I mean, it's like, and some of them are like really buttery, but some of them are like really like dog biscuits.
Yeah.
and unfortunately to my Yiddish neighbors, there is a cookie that they have that is the worst excuse for a cookie.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know what it's called, but it's like, it's awful.
It's called pressed gefilte fish cookie. No.
I would rather go to the beach and take a handful of sand and put it in my mouth than to eat another one of those cookies.
Marzipan.
What?
It's marzipan. Almond flavored. Yeah, I love them.
You would.
Yeah. So
cultural differences.
So yesterday, my brother has been trying different experimental cookie recipes that he finds and went for like the weirdest combinations he can get his hands on. So the weirdest one that I consumed was one that had broken potato chips and butterscotch chips mixed in. So the moment you bit down, you got this wall of salt, and then the sugar bit down and it kind of washed all the salt away. So it sounded disgusting. It looked gross. It tasted gross immediately, but I did finish the cookie. Now, the next one, I don't know what he was thinking. I don't know where someone thought this was delicious, but it was a... You ready for this one? Here we go. Pistachio, cranberry, cheddar cheese, and cayenne pepper cookie. It didn't even taste that good. I was like, what the Ferengi? So, yeah. So anybody who wants some pistachio, cranberry, cheddar cheese, and cayenne cookies, I got a boatload for you, baby. Hey, maybe...
He didn't make a couple, he made a boatload.
Well, he made a full batch, so he's got like 48 of them. I'm sorry, he has 46 of them.
Now, I'm going to tell you something. See, that first cookie, what was the first cookie?
It's you break up potato chips and butterscotch. It's actually very good. It's an interesting combination. I would actually eat more of those.
And how do you blend them together?
So the potato chips go in at the very last second before you form them into balls, and then put them in the 375 on. Yeah, because otherwise it'll all get soft and stuff.
Now, because of car parts.
Yeah.
Certain combinations of food which you would probably normally never eat, you will try and sometimes enjoy.
Like the pistachio, cranberry, cheddar cheese, and cayenne?
Now, let me tell you. Here's what it is. Sometimes it's the texture of the food. Other times it's the blending of the different flavors of the food. And sometimes it's a combination of both A and B.
Okay, they'll be at your doorstep tomorrow afternoon.
But no, I cayenne pepper.
More cheddar cheese. He's trying to figure out what type of. He's trying to figure out what do these need. They need something. I'm like, yeah. How about some trout or sea bass?
Oh, a couple of sardines will go good in there.
These are the only cookies I know would go well with gravy. Oh God! Oh, they were. I just can't even explain it to you. Oh gosh. Oh,
Gravy.
yeah. So.
Oh man.
Ooh, yeah, it was. Even he admitted defeat on those.
I tell you, it's I have an old saying, and it's like, and this is another reason why I don't cook a lot.
Yeah,
because I believe in eating my mistakes.
Not these, baby.
and you see, and I don't like to waste food. And so
you'd be eating those till the cows came home.
A couple of weeks ago, I had this pasta in my refrigerator, and I had this other pack of pasta in my refrigerator and in my freezer. And so I decided, okay, I'm going to blend them together, and it takes a lot of car parts to make you eat some stuff.
Yeah.
So I finally got it all together, and then I put the sauce on it, and da. And the first bowl I got was, okay. It's like, again, I decided to go back to it a little bit later. And then I thought, oh, yeah. No, I don't think I'm going to eat any more of this. By this, I had a 4-quart saucepan full of this pasta concoction.
Oh, dear.
I did throw that away because, like I say, I'm not going to eat something that's going to just intentionally make me sick.
Not enough car parts in the world to eat that one, right?
Not enough car parts in the world.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my.
So I mentioned you. We almost got to drop out of here in just a second, but
wow.
Oh, I know. So I mentioned you earlier in the day about a fellow in Uganda.
Idi Amin.
No. This is a fellow who could eradicate mosquitoes. Didn't I tell you this story?
Oh, was this the guy who farted?
Yeah. And all the mosquitoes in like a 6-meter radius die. Okay. So again, that was the local news picked it up and it went wildfire. Here's the problem.
Did a story on my show too.
Here's the problem. If you converted the name of the newspaper that it was published in from Uganda into English instead of just taking the news report and publishing it.
It is the Weekly World News of Uganda.
No, it's worse than that. It's the Daily Humor. They're just made up goofy stories to entertain people. But it went mainstream. And there we are talking about a man who passes gas and kills mosquitoes. and he's going to make millions of dollars, and the chemical companies are going to get a hold of him. I just
that doggone story.
Well, now you have to file a retraction. Oh my gosh. Freddie, take us out of here.
Thank goodness for this break. Sadly, however, we will return to the Slade and Mayson Show.
Today in history, December 15th, 1167, Sicilian Chancellor Stephen de Porci moves the royal court to Messina to prevent a rebellion. He did this by logging into Messina. Logging Messina. Logins and Messina. Get it? Logins and Messina. Get it? Logins. Sorry. 1905. The Pushkin House is established in St. Petersburg, Russia to preserve the cultural heritage of Alexander Pushkin. You can purchase commemorative plaques, handkerchiefs, doilies, playing cards. They got just about everything there. Wind-up dolls, matchbook covers, USB flash drives, mugs, spoons, doilies, Kiss Me on Pushkin t-shirts. I said they got everything. 1933. The 21st Amendment to the United States Constitution officially becomes effective, repealing the 18th Amendment that prohibited the sale, manufacture, and transportation of alcohol. Hot diggity, I'll drink to that. 1939. Gone with the Wind receives its premiere at Lowe's Grand Theater in Atlanta, Georgia. Reviews came in. Nice movie. Really, really long. And finally, 1978. U.S. President Jimmy Carter announces that the United States will recognize the People's Republic of China and cut off all relations with Taiwan. What a ding-dong. Where are we going to get our CD players? I'm Dan Mayson, and that's December 15th.
Yeah?
Hot Girl Pizza, I'm Heidi. Here's your Hot Girl Pizza as you ordered.
Thanks. Wait a minute. I ordered pepperoni.
Oh my God, you wouldn't believe it. The last guy's order got this order messed up too. He got pepperoni pizza and he ordered cheese. That'll be $32.50.
They're not exactly the brightest penny in the bunch, but God, aren't they lovely?
Hi, it's me, Heidi, your Hot Girl Pizza girl.
You were just here like 4 minutes ago.
Oh my God, you're right. I thought you had a twin brother. How was your pepperoni pizza?
You gave it to the other guy, remember? I got the plain cheese.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, bye. Hot Girl Pizza, it's me, Heidi. Here's your Hot Girl Pizza as you ordered.
Oh, say, great. Hey, wait a minute. This looks like DiGiorno.
I know, right? So I was going to deliver the pizza, but I got a call from my boyfriend who told me his best friend's girlfriend had car trouble and he had to help him. And then he ran into his old girlfriend who was from out of town, who he said was recently got BD 2 years ago. Can you believe it? After 2 years? So he said he needed to help her move some boxes in her new apartment. My boyfriend is so nice that way, so I promised I was going to get them some pizza from the store, but the store hadn't opened yet, so I gave him yours, and then I stopped to go get you some DiGiorno. Just follow the directions on the box. It'll be $32.50.
Not a bright penny in the bunch of them. But you're gonna love Hot Girl Pizza Delivery. Hot Girl Pizza, coming to an area near you.
Flynn, she was an Irishman, as very well was known. She lived down by Kilkenny, and she lived there all alone, with only 6 great big tomcats that knew their ways about, and everybody else beside she scrupulously shut out. Meow! Meow! Such caterwauling night and day. Meow! Meow! Black, white, grizzled, and grey. Now on one foggy winter's night, Flynn, she went to bed, the whiskey bottle in her hand, the whiskey in her head. The cats, they sat and licked their paws, all in a merry row, and horridly glared their hungry eyes, their tails wagged to and fro. Meow! Meow! Such caterwauling night and day. Meow! Meow! Black, white, grizzled, and grey. At last one grey grimalkin spoke in accents dire to tell, and dreadful were the words which in his awful whisper fell. When all the other 5 tomcats in answer loud did squall, let's kill her, let's eat her up, yes, body, bones, and all. Meow! Meow! Such caterwaul in night and day. Meow! Meow! Black, white, grizzled, and grey. Oh, horrible, oh, terrible, oh, deadly tale to tell. When the sun shone in the window hole, all there seemed still and well. The cats, they sat and licked their paws, all in a dismal ring, but nothing else within the place looked like a living thing. Meow! Meow! Such caterwaul in night and day. Meow! Meow! Black, white, grizzled, and grey. And on they quarrelled savagely, and spat and swore and hollered, till at last these 6 great big tomcats they one another swallowed. And naught but one long tail was left in that once peaceful dwelling, and a very tough one it was too. It's the same as I've been telling. Meow! Meow! Such caterwaul in night and day. Meow! Meow! Black, white, grizzled, and grey.
And now, for reasons I can't even explain, we return you now to the Slade and Mayson Show.
Hi, I'm J.D. Slade.
I'm Dan Mayson,
and this is the Slade and Mayson Show.
All right, that was Benny Lee, the Stargazers, with Nat Temple and his orchestra, led by Barry Kay in the Kilkenny Cats, in commemoration of National Cat Herders Day. Yes. Only here on the Slade and Mayson Show will you be exposed to such juvenile, infantile stuff.
Oh, hi there, hey there.
You sound like Danny Kaye for a second there, but anyway.
M-I-C-K-E-Y. Okay, wait a minute. Before we went to break, you happened to talk about that story that we all actually reported.
That's right. I actually mentioned it to a customer who's in the industry, and he says, I haven't heard that one yet. Oh, it's out there. You just gotta look for it. I look like an idiot now.
Do me a favor, because I know I'm not going to remember this tomorrow because of all the car parts I'm going to consume today. Send me a reminder that I got to debunk the story.
Okay.
I mean, for those of you who are just joining us, there was a story that went around the world about this guy in Uganda.
Yes.
Who could fart and it would kill mosquitoes from some distance away.
And it was picked up by national news, and as it turns out, it was all just for fun. So.
All right, so tomorrow I'm going to have a good time playing with that.
Good luck.
But the reason that I bring that up is because, have you seen some of the latest toys for 2019?
No, I've been looking for them. What do you got?
Okay, butt heads.
What's that?
They are dolls. They are little figures, and their heads are actually made of butts.
Why do I want that?
Because it's a hot toy. And there's a robot butts that has, the square head, and where his mouth would be is a butt. And there's one little green head guy. He's wearing a black outfit, but his face is a butt, and the eyes are just above the crack. All right.
Oh my God.
Wait a minute, man. Because see, we didn't have all this ingenious stuff. Have you heard? Listen, it is called, and this is no lie, and I want you to look it up so that you can verify this, because you and I are in different locations.
Mm-hmm.
The Fart Launcher 3000.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not kidding you. Listen, this is one of the hottest toys. It will launch fart smells up to 10 feet away.
I do that by myself. Hey, real quick, just before we go any further.
The Fart Launcher 3000. You can get free 2-day shipping with Prime from Amazon for this thing.
Is it 2-day or toot day?
It's
toot. This segment of the Slade and May Show is brought to you by Icy Something Icy Shaved Ice Treats. Brought to you by my buddy Sheila Cannon. 804-617-8827. If you're looking for some icy treats, you can. No, I don't think she's got that. But she does have like mango flavors. She's got tropical fruit flavors. She's got cherry flavors. She does not have flavor. So if you have any party events coming up, hey, you know what? Spring's gonna be right around the corner. Once we get past this whole winter thing, fundraisers, corporate events, it's a whole lot of fun. www.icey. That's as in icy. ICEY something, SOMETHIN, no G on there, icy.com. Again, 804-617-8827. Give Sheila a call and tell her you heard about it on the Slade and Mayson Show. Tell us more about your infantile, childish... fart launchers, butt heads, rear end jokes. Go ahead, more bathroom humor. Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. So, now, hold on. Before I give you any more bathroom humor, it's like now, because did you at least take the time to look up? Wait, here you go.
I'm not. I'll look at it later.
All right.
So, bought the Fart Launcher 3000 after playing the commercial on the air. Show doesn't want nothing to do with it because they're stuck inside and they don't want the studio to smell. So, I figured, let's do it. Rally, unleash the fart gun.
Okay.
All right, so I don't even know what to say, except it's available at Target, so
and Amazon
and Walmart. Oh, I see it.
This poor guy looks like he is about to Ralph.
Well,
it's Elvis Duran. You know, he's a syndicated morning guy.
Mm-hmm. You realize that you can buy fart smell.
Yeah.
And
all this time eat all that broccoli.
there's a fellow, and I forget the gentleman's name. You can look it up.
Is he in Uganda?
No. He's stateside. He actually works for NASA, and he was the victim of a porch pirate. You know what that is?
Oh, yes. Yes.
So he got back at them. He had a buddy of his build this circuitry, and he built through a CAD system and a liquid, the 3D modeling, this containment system that he set up for cell phones with AT&T tracking systems inside of it, and on top was a small platform, like a cupped platform, that would, as soon as you open up the box, would not only record you opening up the box, but would also launch glitter, micro glitter, everywhere. Big, huge plume of micro glitter. And then every 30 seconds, it would kick off a little cam wheel. It would kick out fart smell. The spray every 30 seconds. So people are like opening these things up in their cars. Now their cars are completely demolished because you got all that micro glitter, which never comes up again.
Years and years and years you'll have that stuff.
Right. So it's well worth watching. You have to go check it out. But that's where I first heard about it. You can buy fart spray. It is nasty stuff. They actually use it for medical purposes. They'll pipe it in for people doing, practice surgery. Yep, practice surgery. And they'll release some of that through the tubing. They accidentally cut the tubing, and it's...
But here's my problem, Dano.
Yeah.
My problem.
Where would you take that? This would be like a... I don't know. Why?
Who sat around thinking...
Hey, Gary, you know what we should do? What? You know that thing that makes like rings and it's like play things for kids? Rings back. We should fill that with Smartsville. Dennis, that is the best damn idea I have heard. Let me have another beer. Yep, that's the best idea I've had since last beer I had.
I know that somewhere that the person who decided to do this product is related to the person who said, you know what? If I put a rock in a box, I can sell it for $4.99.
We'll just call it a pet rock. That's what
I mean, how?
That's great. Yeah. So
are we?
And the fact that people will subject themselves to this blows my mind away as well. Hey, Gary, hold still. Okay. It smells bad. You know, they don't call them buttheads for nothing.
And then it's like, kids are going to get a hold of these.
Well, people are buying it for...
I bought it for my grandson this birthday. He loves it. He likes to shoot it on unsuspecting new people that come to visit. Only thing they have not come up with is the replacement cartridge, so once it's used up, the game is over.
I'm like, what? Anyway. So, yeah, that's great.
Merry Christmas.
It's the holiday season. All right.
Oh my God! I'm just incredulous.
People are bizarre. All right. So, yeah, don't know about that one, thankfully. That goes off my list. Okay. Hey, let me ask you a question. You in the plaid shirt.
You in the plaid shirt, and then I'll take you in the Elmer Fudd hat next.
Okay, I'm holding up the OK symbol.
Okay, Panky.
Okay, now I'm turning it and facing it down towards the ground.
Yeah.
So it's no longer the W.
It's an M.
Now it's an M, if you will. Sure. But it's pointing downward.
Okay.
Do you know what that means?
No.
Now, upward can mean okay, or it can mean
white power.
Right? You're familiar with that?
No.
No. Apparently it's a thing.
Okay, I won't be giving anybody an okay symbol anytime soon.
No, you can still give them an okay, thumbs up, okay. You know, you can do it on the same thing. But
if I got to look, okay, so the okay symbol is a white power symbol?
I don't know. That's the problem. So, but here's the deal. There was at the Army Navy game, one of the kids, he's maybe 21 years old, did the symbol with the finger down. Do you know what that means?
No.
Okay. If you're in high school, that means if you look at anybody who puts that symbol below their waist and you look down below the waist and look at that, they go, ah, gotcha. And that's it. That's all it means. And then sometimes they'll smack you in the back of the neck. It's called the slap in the back of the neck game. Anyway, so apparently we have hit the news where it is now a big deal. You can't hold that symbol anymore because now it means white supremacy. Means white supremacy. Now they're investigating. No, the guy was goofing around. He's just doing, hey man, look, gotcha. It's a high school thing. He just got out of high school. He's the Army Navy. So
once again, this is a prime example of where the PC police are starting to just really get on my nerves.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of PC, I'm gonna call someone out here. Not PC, but just bad news, bad science, bad news, bad news, bad news, bad science,
bad news.
I hate bad science, bad science, bad science. Okay. Do you know
the way to San Jose? Boom,
ba 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 do 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 ba ba ba. All right, no.
You take a left in Albuquerque.
All right, here we go. Here's the title: Stomach flu outbreak terrorizes school in Washington State, sickening over 100 students, comma, staff. Okay, so flus do not terrorize schools. Guns do. Now, the other thing is, if you read into the story, they say it's the Norovirus that hit the school, not the flu. Flu is something different. It's an infection of the respiratory system, causes fever, chills, aches, pains, things like that. It is not Norovirus, which is I ate something garbagey and now I'm throwing it all up. So I'm going to call her out. Her name is Adrianna Rodriguez, and she works for USA Today. And young lady, you need to learn what you are talking about before you start publishing stuff, and stop using the word terrorize. It's
Flu doesn't make people sick. People make people sick.
Friends don't let friends be sick.
I mean, I don't care. It's like I have become such a germaphobe. It's like, we were sitting around playing cards yesterday, and, we gave one person who was barking and coughing their own car part because we didn't want to, share with him.
You don't like him double dipping?
No, not at all. It's like, again, I'm really, and these folks around here, this is worse than grade school.
Oh, yeah.
When I, of course, like I say, I found out being a parent exactly just what schools are. They are little germ factories.
Yes, they are.
Every germ known to man can be found at your elementary schools. And I guarantee you, your kid's going to bring at least 90% of that crap home.
That's because they love you.
Yeah, right. Like I say, I am so glad. It's like, I don't know. I'm sorry. It's like, no, the grandkids can't come over this time of year. I'll see them in the spring.
Well, washing your hands would be a really helpful thing to do.
Well, yeah, that's all well and good. But the thing of it is that people don't tend to wash their hands.
No, they don't.
And I'm not like sitting here being to put the PC police on this, but listen, if you go in and I hear, and then you walk right out. I know that you have not stopped at the sink. I know that you have not put any water or any like cleanser on your hands, and
I'm going to use a towel to open the door handle.
and what were you doing? You were playing with yourself. Okay.
All right. So
there's our safety tip. Again, you don't want to be sick. You don't shake hands with anybody. As a matter of fact, wait until spring to even bother to shake hands.
Yeah.
A fist bump.
Yeah.
Or, a little bump is even better because then you don't get it on your hands at all.
Did you know that 1 billion people stop breathing while they sleep? Yeah.
I'm sorry. I just started breathing again.
There you go. It's sleep apnea.
Sleep apnea, yes.
Yeah, people don't realize they have. Apparently, it's linked to diabetes, heart disease, and other conditions.
Well, you don't know because, you're asleep.
Yeah, I know. And then, somehow I find a way to keep breathing without having to have that device that looks like a face-sucking creature from Aliens. So, no.
CPAP, isn't that what it's called?
CPAP, yeah, but it looks like that scene from Alien where the guy's got that thing strapped to his face.
He's still alive, but if we take it out, he'll die.
Yeah, no, I can't imagine having to have to wear one of those things either.
Because then you got to sleep on your back all the time. You can't sleep on your side because it's, pushes up.
Because it's like, you get all choked to death.
Oh, my gosh. Wait a minute. Isn't that what I was trying to stop from happening?
That's why you stop breathing. You're choking to death.
Oh, my gosh.
Right to Hades.
Oh, my gosh.
All right. So it is time before you tell me that and you start playing that silly theme song.
Come on, we only got a few minutes.
For my pointing out why, once again, America, the greatest land on earth, is also the saddest land in the world.
What?
Did you do something there? The Daily Mail says Pepsi is launching a new coffee-flavored cola with twice as much caffeine in its sodas as its soda.
Wait a minute, that's Jolt Cola.
Pepsi Cafe is going to debut in April in original and vanilla flavors. Coke Coffee launched this year. Right on. All right, let's start talking breakfast. People magazine says Hershey Kisses cereal will hit store shelves in January. The cereal pieces resemble the foil-wrapped chocolate. And Pillsbury is now selling Lucky Charms cookie dough for $2.50 at Walmart.
Okay, so, all right.
Just eat it. Get yourself an egg and beat it.
So maybe we should just get bowls of sugar and give them to the kids.
All right, and here is my last fat news for the week.
Yes.
Fox News, and you know it's got to be true if it's Fox News because they're fair and balanced. YoPlay is going to start selling Starburst flavored yogurt in January. Where's my eat it?
Oh, gosh.
Just eat it. Get yourself an egg and beat it.
That is repugnantly disgusting. Why? All right. So,
You don't even know. See, I've even shocked you. You don't even know how to handle that, do you?
next it'll be like Snickers flavored cereal, or I'm trying to. How can
you can't even fathom
mix
it's
and
like,
mash up? It's like, yeah, pretty soon I go, yeah, so, you know.
But you're absolutely right.
Take a Reese's
Why don't
flavor.
we just take a pure bag of cane sugar, and here you go. It's sugar cereal.
Okay, so here's all right. So I think I finally figured it out. Here's what's happening. See, okay, so what they've done is they're not allowed to advertise to children anymore, so they get around it by having at the checkout aisle they have all the candy bars, which the children know are filled with sugar, delicious, marvelous sugar, and then they take those same labels and they put them in the cereal aisle where sales have been dropping for the past 15 years, and now the children beg their parents, please, for the love of God, Mom, will you please get me the Cheerios flavored with, and then you can fill in the blank.
I told you that, I have a strawberry allergy. And I told you that I bought, last week, I told you I bought some frosted mini wheats.
Yes, with they have strawberry in them.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the top. That makes them the lovely color there.
Yeah, like I say.
Do you put milk in your?
Yes, damn right, man.
So
Listen, that's like eating straw if you don't.
Now, do you what type?
Take a broom and just bite into it.
Well, let me ask you a question. Do you have the milk container with the handle, or is yours like the square container right with the little missing person on the back?
It's the little missing person on the back.
Funny you should mention that, because a man who he believes he is DeJuan Sims, who went missing back in 1994 at age 4. It's been on the back of those milk containers for years. He was presumed dead, has now submitted his DNA for police testing. Now, there have been no additional news about where he's been for all these years. The only clue is he reportedly shares stories his parents had told him about his childhood before going to the police with his theory. And if you look at them, there are similarities between the two kids. Guys, people, humans. So basically he was missing, but he wasn't dead. And I think like his mom sent him off to like an aunt somewhere and didn't tell anybody. And I was like,
that used to be popular back in the 60s. It's
Yeah.
like all of a sudden, Dolly, where is she? Oh, she's gone to live with her cousins in Utah.
Yeah, she'll be back when she's 38.
All right, I gotta ask you one more thing, because it's like I know we're getting close. You're pretty swift when it comes to pieces of art. I mean, it's like pictures and things like that.
Yeah.
What do you think about this Art Basel thing?
Who?
Art Basel.
I don't know who he is.
Okay, the banana that they
Oh
put
yeah,
on
yeah.
the-
That was actually I was going to do that story. Yeah. So okay. Art Basel, he's all right. So he's a performance artist. A performance artist. I'm sorry. Okay, let's back this up. So the story he's talking about is Art Basel took a banana and strapped it to a wall with a piece of duct tape. It's worth $120,000 until the banana goes bad, and then it peeled off. And instructions are you're supposed to put a fresh banana up. But a performance artist, Italian artist, Mariazzo Cagliaro, comedian, ran up to the wall, grabbed the banana, peeled it, ate it, and said, "Art performance, hungry artist. Thank you. Very good." Fortunately, it was insured for $120,000.
Just eat it, eat it. Get yourself an egg and beat it.
All right, now wait a minute, and now I have a codicil to that.
All right,
Ready?
go ahead. Go ahead.
Popeye is selling their chicken sandwich for $120,000. Fox News claims that Popeye is selling one of their chicken sandwiches for $123.99. They duct taped it to a canvas like Art Basel in Miami. It's on display at Miami's San Paul Gallery Urban Art Display. They describe the artwork as a mixed media work of art consisting of a toasted roast bun, 2 pickles, fried chicken, mayo, and duct tape over a canvas.
Just eat it, eat it. Get yourself an egg and beat it.
Hi, I'm JD Slade.
I'm Dan Mason,
And this is the Slade and Mason Show.
We are just here to point out the idiocy of the world.
Say goodbye, Mr. Slade.
Goodbye, Mr. Slade. Hey, is that worth $120,000 yet?
Only if we duct tape it. The Slade and Mason Show is brought to you by The Slade and Mason Show.
Copyright 2019. That's all, folks.